guys, what's going on? This is Travis and I want to welcome you back to the channel. Well, as you may or may not know, I am a huge fan of coffee. Doesn't matter if it's Dollar Tree Instant or if it's K-Cups or if it's some Cafe Bustelo out of my Mocha Pot Express or even just the old brewer. If it's hot and it's caffeinated, I am down. So recently, I was contacted by representatives of the Blackout Coffee Company. They sent me a sample of their coffee. This will be the first time I'm ever trying it, and they want my honest opinion on it. Now, the package smells absolutely fantastic. I opened up the mailbox. I was greeted over the lunch hour with this wonderful aroma, something rich and bold, and I think this is going to be some good stuff. So we're going to go and open it up and see what they sent me. We'll talk a little bit about the variety, and we'll go from there. So if you're not familiar with the Blackout Coffee Company, they're just a small coffee company. They have not been around for very long. They specialize in small batch roasting, and you're going to get some fresh coffee when you order from them. Alright, so what do we have here? It's kind of an unboxing at the same time. We have got a sample of Brewtal Awakening ground coffee. I'm going to do some research on this and come back and let you know if I can find out what the caffeine content is. I've seen claims that it's 2 to 3 to 4 times more coffee than your usual brewed cup of coffee. Now, from what I've seen and what I've read, and you can correct me on this if I'm wrong, Folgers, Maxwell House, you're usually looking at around 60 milligrams of caffeine per cup of coffee, just on average. You know, it can vary depending on how much you put in there. Okay, so now right off the smell alone is just awesome. It's very rich, it's very bold. It does not smell burned at all. I'm gonna almost say this is maybe a medium to medium dark roast, just kind of off the scent from it. I'm not a coffee snob, but I've had a lot of different varieties. I grind my own beans. I've got friends that roast beans and send it to me to try out. I'll drink any cup of coffee like I said before. So, and I drink enough coffee. I'd like to think that maybe I've got enough experience to maybe give you a recommendation. So Blackout Coffee Company, small batch roasted in the USA, Brewtal Awakening, stay on your grind. blackoutcoffee.com, 4 ounces in this little sample pack. What I usually do is about a tablespoon per glass of coffee or cup of coffee that I'm planning on making, about every 4 to 6 ounces. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and brew up a pot and see how it smells, see how it tastes, and then we will go from there. So hang tight, guys. And as you know, we always appreciate any kind of patches or stickers for the YouTube channel. So here we go, guys, Blackout Coffee Company. And go ahead and just open up the pack here, take a look at it. Now, they're known for being very picky about where their coffee comes from. They've got certain regions they like to pull from, which really does affect the flavor profile. This is a nice, not quite a fine grind. This is going to be fine in the drip brewer. I could probably run some of this through the Mocha Pot Express. We might do some of that too. Now I've got an empty stomach. It's been a full day of teaching in the classroom, so I'm a little bit tired. And so we'll see if this gets me going. I'm going to make a pot of it up here. We'll sample a cup, give it about 30 minutes to metabolize and see if I feel any more awake than I was before, and then give you kind of our final take on Brewtal Awakening. And real quick, just some information from Blackout Coffee Company Direct. They are an American family-owned and operated business. They deliver right to your doorstep. They say that they help you stay on your grind all day, every day. They were created for all fellow American warriors who work hard, play hard, never stop. And it is their passion for making coffee that's exciting, but also with a unique taste. And they want you to enjoy a badass cup of coffee. Now, this is their words. Knowing that all their coffee beans are responsibly sourced. Says they've been around for about 4 months. They love good coffee, just like you find in South America and Europe. They said that they tested for about a month different blends until they nailed the 5 blends that they currently offer. And Brewtal Awakening Coffee is one of those coffees that you can compare to Death Wish coffee if you've never seen that before. So it says the caffeine content's about 4 times more than a regular cup of Joe. And that was from John Santos, one of the representatives from the Blackout Coffee Company. They also have kind of a tactical feel to their coffee too, which is really cool. And again, for people that do appreciate a good cup of coffee. All right, so let's go and get this stuff brewing. Alright guys, so what I decided to do here, I did 3 16.9 ounce bottles of purified water. I did 1 tablespoon per roughly 6 ounces of water. We have a total of 9 tablespoons of coffee that I put in here. Now you can put more if you want to, and since this is the first time and the stuff is supposed to be really strong, I decided just to go ahead and go with the basic guideline, which is 1 tablespoon for every 6 ounces of water. You do get a mint with every order, if I'm not mistaken. This was something that I saw in some of the reviews that I was reading about on their website. The aroma, while it's brewing, it just feels kind of like a medium to dark roast. Almost maybe like there's some notes of Colombian coffee in there. Again, we're going to see what it's like as soon as it's done. We're going to let this brew all the way through. We're going to do a full pot. I'm going to limit myself to 1 cup. just again to see what the strength is like, to see if I feel a little bit perked up in about a half hour. As for the mocha pot experiment, we're gonna do that in a separate video at a different time, mainly because I'm a little bit limited for time today, and also I think 1 cup's gonna be what I need to see if there's really any effects on it. So if you're advertising something as having a Brewtal awakening and being extra strong, we're gonna see if it actually has that effect. So we'll come back when the coffee's done for a little taste test, and then we will go from there. Okay guys, so it's $15.95 for a 12-ounce bag. It's $16.95 if you want the decaf for a 12-ounce bag. And orders over 50 bucks will get you free shipping. Moment of truth. Let's give it a whirl. Okay, looks like I got about the right ratio in there. It doesn't look overly dark. Doesn't look too light either. All right. What I should do is tell you how I make it through my school day after a couple cups of this stuff. Okay, it's got a little bit of tang to it. It's not overly roasted. A little bit of maybe some dark chocolate on the back end. It's not bad. It's really light, really crisp. It's also really hot. Okay, so it's not, you don't have the burnt taste. You are going to notice it to be just slightly more bitter than what you're used to in, say, a medium cup of coffee. All right, almost kind of comparable to maybe, say, a French roast, the aftertaste. Considering the caffeine content that's in it, and many times when you get highly caffeinated products, there is a very bitter taste on the back end. I've had like caffeinated bubblegums before, and you know, different types of caffeinated chocolates and things like that. And you notice them to be really bitter tasting. Not really the case here. Okay, so I'm gonna work on this cup. We are sitting at 5:23 right now. We'll come back in 30 minutes, see if I feel a little more alert or not. And then I might just have some good news for you if you're a viewer of this channel when it comes to ordering this, but we're gonna see how I feel in about 30 minutes. So we'll come back here shortly. All right, hang tight. Okay guys, I decided to wait just a little bit longer to see how this stuff would make me feel once it really starts kicking in. It's 6:21 p.m. right now, and I feel alert, awake. I definitely have a lot more energy than I did when I was filming this earlier this afternoon. So Brewtal Awakening, Blackout Coffee Company. The flavor is not bitter, it's not overly powerful, it's not super dark. So if you're somebody that just likes a medium cup of coffee but you want more caffeine out of your cup of coffee, give this stuff a try. You know, you can always adjust the coffee to water ratio when you're brewing it to make it work best for you. Everybody kind of processes caffeine differently, so how it affects me could be different from you. It's just kind of finding that right mix that's going to do what you want in the morning. So anyway, Blackout Coffee Company, I'm going to give you 2 thumbs up on this one. Now guys, good news for you. If you want to save 10% off at the checkout, type in TravisP11 as the coupon code and you'll take 10% off your order. And I'm also going to have an affiliate link in the description box down below, as well as the comment boxes down below, and you'll be able to contribute a little bit back to the channel with every purchase that you make. Just a little bit is going to come back to us for the orders that are made through that link, which is something that always helps us out. You don't want to use it, no problems at all. Again, it's blackoutcoffee.com. Check it out. They got a couple different varieties out there that you can try. They've got the decaf if you're into that also. And I'm going to give some of their other varieties a whirl and just see what I think about it. So we'll bring you that mocha pot test here soon. We'll see how it tastes when you run it through something a little bit more strong and see what it does to us. But anyway, guys, that's it. Thanks for joining us. A lot more content coming to the YouTube channels. Make sure you check them both out. But again, Blackout Coffee Company, Brewtal Awakening. I'm definitely a fan now. So that's it, guys. I want you to have fun. I want you to be safe. I want you to drink lots of coffee. And as you know, we will talk to you soon. All right, take care, guys. Bye-bye.